Hey guys, welcome back to Gear Facts for a good old Boss distortion pedal review. This time we're looking at the MD-2. First I'm going to play you my clean sound. I'm just using a fairly cheap Ashton guitar with a Squier Champ 15 amp with all the settings right in the middle. I'm not one of these people who gets out a $3,000 guitar and plays you the sounds on a $2,000 amp and then claims that they're giving you an accurate idea of what this pedal's going to sound like in your practice room at home. No, we're just going to play it through cheap equipment, run through some of the settings on the pedal, and just see how it sounds. Let's turn it on. Again, all settings are in the middle. Alright, let's give it a bit more level right from the go. We've got a collared control here, which is tone and bottom, so basically a two-band equalizer right there. Let's give it a bit more treble. And turn up the distortion. Here comes the feedback. And at the end here we've got a gain boost control. Let's try by taking away the boost first and see how that sounds. Well, it's a pretty subtle control. I heard a slight sort of filling out of the sound when it was really maxed out. Excuse the bad note there. Okay, let's try more conservative settings. We'll keep that level up high and balance out the EQ again. I'm going to pull back on the distortion, maybe boost it a little, and just see how it can perform with kind of a softer, overdriven sort of a sound. I might even raise the level slightly. Okay, so we're still pretty distorted, hence the name, I guess, Mega Distortion. Let's pull the distortion right back. Okay, so even on 0, this is a very distorted tone. I actually think I like that on absolutely 0 distortion. Let's turn it right up again. Yeah, I really like the definition when that distortion is turned right down. You do hear some experienced guitarists saying that more is not necessarily more, sometimes less is more, and I think that's definitely the truth with the MD-2. Okay, so let's try boosting the low end and pulling back on that treble. Oh, very strong response from the equalizer. So we have a completely different sound, and I only moved those two dials a few degrees there. So we've got a very powerful equalizer. Let's go back to the middle for bass and add that treble. That's just the way I like it. I know a lot of people find that very tinny and unpleasant, but for me that works. Probably because my guitar playing style is so chunky and unrefined. So for me, so far, that's my favourite tone with this particular pedal as a motorbike roars past outside. Let's just turn the gain boost down as well. Okay, I do think we lose quite a lot if we drop that gain boost. Maybe we're hearing the effective gain boost a little bit more when the distortion is low. When the distortion's high, it seems to just take everything over completely. Let's put the gain boost up and listen again. Yeah, I think we're definitely hearing a fuller sound. There's a little bit more definition in the low end coming through there as well. And I do like it. Normally I'm a fuzz guy myself, but this one has a nice ring to it. comes through nice and evenly, and I would definitely rank that as one of the better distortion pedals that I've used. Let's take the camera down now and have a closer look at the controls. Okay, so it's just the typical Boss layout, and here's our control section up here. You can see the collared control, where we're dealing with the equalization basically. I think that's what they're trying to tell us with tone and bottom there. Level control on the left, distortion on the right here. Like I said, keep that nice and low. I think you get a lot more definition, and even though the knob is turned down low, I think it actually rocks quite a lot harder. If you turn it up really high, you just kind of end up with a lot of feedback, which can be good, but you also end up with kind of a fizzy mess too, which I didn't really like. So I recommend resisting the temptation to turn the distortion up really high. The gain boost is a subtle control, but an important one, particularly when you're enjoying the tighter definition that low distortion levels give you. This gain boost starts to really come into its own and makes quite a big difference. So experiment with that. But of course it is going to depend on the guitar you're using and the kind of amplifier, so I'll put up some links to some other things that might interest you guys. Thanks as always for liking, commenting or subscribing, and I do look forward to seeing you next time on Gear Facts. That's the Mega Distortion MD-2 from Boss.